If you've been thinking about how to take your career to the next level, you're in the right place. Skill development is one of the most effective ways to stay competitive, grow professionally, and open up to new opportunities. In today's fast evolving world, standing still isn't an option. So in today's video, we'll break down the steps and the top skills you should focus on for developing your career advancement plan and give you practical steps to get started. Whether you're looking to move up in your current role or pivot into something new, investing in the right skills can make all the difference. First, let's talk about why skill development is so important. Employers are constantly looking for candidates who can adapt to new challenges and contribute to their organization's growth. By expanding your skill set, you not only make yourself more valuable to your current employer, but also future-proof your career. Think of skill development as your secret weapon. It gives you a competitive edge and builds your confidence, making you more prepared to tackle whatever comes your way. So let's dive into the first category of skills you should focus on: hard skills. Hard skills are technical abilities specific to your job or industry. These can include things like data analysis, coding, project management, or even proficiency in a particular software. The good thing about hard skills is that they're often measurable, and you can clearly show how they add value. For example, if you work in marketing, mastering SEO or digital advertising could significantly boost your effectiveness and career prospects. If you're in finance, skills like financial modeling or data visualization can set you apart from your peers. The key is to identify the hard skills that are most in demand in your field. Here's how to get started. Research job descriptions. Look at job postings for roles that you aspire to have. What skills are repeatedly mentioned? Talk to industry leaders. Networking with mentors or attending industry events can give you insights into emerging skills you should pay attention to. Use online learning platforms. Websites like LinkedIn Learning, Coursera, and Udemy often highlight trending skills based on what's popular with learners. Once you've identified the hard skills you want to develop, set clear learning goals. For instance, if you want to learn a new programming language, outline how many hours you'll dedicate each week and what resources you'll use. Coming up, we'll discuss soft skills and why they're just as crucial as hard skills for your career success. We'll also share strategies to effectively balance learning both types of skills. So stick with me, we're going to cover it all. Now that we've covered hard skills, let's talk about soft skills, the often underestimated but incredibly crucial set of abilities that can significantly impact your career. These aren't just skills to develop if you don't have them. They're skills you'll want to continue honing throughout your career. Soft skills include communication, emotional intelligence, adaptability, and leadership. Even if some of these are already strengths for you, practicing and refining them can make you even more effective and influential in your role. In today's workplace, where collaboration and emotional intelligence are highly valued, investing in these skills pays off in a big way. Think about it. You might be technically brilliant, but if you can't clearly convey your ideas or work seamlessly with your team, you could be holding yourself back. And even if you already excel in communication or teamwork, there's always room to sharpen these skills further. After all, the best professionals never stop improving. Let's break down some of the key soft skills worth practicing and refining. 1. Communication. It's more than just talking. Effective communication involves active listening, reading nonverbal cues, and being able to convey your thoughts persuasively. Honing this skill alone can improve your impact in meetings, presentations, and even written exchanges, like emails. Emotional intelligence, also known as EQ, this is your ability to understand and manage your own emotions while being empathetic and responsive to the emotions of others. High EQ can elevate your relationships and make you a better collaborator and problem solver. Adaptability. The ability to stay flexible and composed in the face of change is invaluable, especially in a rapidly evolving work environment. Even if you feel you're good at this, practicing adaptability will ensure that you can handle whatever comes your way. Leadership. Whether you hold a formal leadership title or not, inspiring and empowering others is a skill that benefits everyone. Leadership is about taking initiative, owning your actions, and being a positive influence on those around you. Improving your soft skills isn't just about filling gaps. It's about enhancing your ability to make a real impact. Even if you consider yourself a strong communicator or a highly adaptable person, there's always opportunity to become even better. And one of the best ways to do that is through continuous feedback. Practice active listening. During conversations, fully engage with the speaker. Reflect back what you've heard and show understanding and respect. Embrace new challenges. Step outside your comfort zone. This might mean leading a meeting, participating in a project outside of your usual scope, or collaborating with new people. Take advantage of learning opportunities. Workshops, seminars, online courses, they're all great ways to keep your skills sharp and up to date. Remember, even if you're confident in your abilities, revisiting and honing your soft skills will only make you a more effective and resilient professional. It's an investment that always yields returns, no matter what career you are in. Later in this video, we'll explore how to balance learning both hard and soft skills and share a simple strategy to help you prioritize your skill development. So keep watching. Now that we've covered both hard and soft skills, let's talk about how to effectively balance developing these skills. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you think about all the areas you could improve, but the key is to be strategic and intentional with your learning plan. Balancing hard and soft skills isn't about choosing one over the other. It's about understanding how and when to prioritize each. Think of your career as a toolbox. Hard skills are the tools that help you execute specific tasks, while soft skills are what make you efficient and adaptable with those tools. You need both to be successful. One of the best ways to start balancing your skill development is to perform a self-assessment. Take a look at your current role and your career aspirations. Ask yourself, what hard skills are critical for my current job or next role that I want? Which soft skills would make me more effective a leader, a team member, or a communicator? Let me introduce you to a simple yet effective tool called the Skill Priority Matrix. Here's how it works. First, list your skills. Write down both hard and soft skills you'd like to develop. Second, rank each skill. Use two criteria: impact and urgency. Impact refers to how much the skill will benefit your career, and urgency relates to how soon you need to master it. Prioritize accordingly. Focus on high impact, high urgency skills first, then work your way down. For example, if you're in a tech role and notice that the data analysis is increasingly becoming a requirement, that might be a high impact, high urgency hard skill. On the other hand, if you find that you often struggle to navigate team dynamics, improving your emotional intelligence could be a top priority soft skill. Once you've prioritized your skills, set a specific learning goal. Instead of vaguely deciding to improve communication, set a goal like deliver a 10-minute presentation to my team by the end of the month. Clear goals give you a target to work toward. Make sure your progress is measurable. Another important element of skill development is finding the right resources. Thanks to technology, there are countless ways to learn. Online courses and tutorials, platforms and Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, Udemy. Those are fantastic for hard skills. Books, podcasts, those are great for hard and soft skills, depending on the content. For instance, a book on leadership or a podcast on data science can both add tremendous value. Don't forget, there's always YouTube, because you're watching my channel right now, so that is free to you today. Mentorship and networking. Learning from others in your field can give you practical insights that you won't find in a textbook. Don't underestimate the value of real-world evidence. Finally, keep yourself accountable. Share your learning goals with a mentor, colleague, or friend who can check in on your progress. Sometimes, external accountability can be just the nudge you need to stay committed. Balancing hard and soft skill development is a journey, but the rewards are immense. By being thoughtful and strategic, you'll not only enhance your professional toolkit, but you'll make yourself more adaptable and future ready. Next, we'll discuss some practical tips for integrating skill development into your daily routine and how to stay motivated even when things get challenging. Keep watching. Now that you have a plan for prioritizing your skills, let's dive into some practical ways to integrate skill development into your daily life. After all, the best learning happens when it becomes a part of your routine, not just something you do occasionally. First up is microlearning. This method involves breaking down your learning into small, manageable chunks. Instead of dedicating an entire afternoon to a course, commit to just 15 to 30 minutes a day. For example, watch a short tutorial, read a few pages of a book, or practice a skill incrementally. Over time, these small efforts compound into significant progress. Microlearning works especially well for busy professionals. It allows you to fit learning into your schedule, whether it's during your lunch break, your commute, or a quiet moment in the evening. Plus, by engaging consistently with the material, you reinforce your knowledge more effectively. Next, embrace the philosophy of learning by doing. Now, this is a really important one, right? Because we all learn, but we don't always do. And the theory is important, but real growth happens when you apply what you've learned in a practical situation. So, if you're trying to develop project management skills, for example, volunteer to lead a small project at work. If you're working on communication skills, look for opportunities to speak up in meetings or give presentations. By putting your skills into practice, you not only gain hands on experience, but also build confidence. Plus, you'll receive feedback, which is invaluable for improvement. Remember, making mistakes is part of the learning process, so don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Another effective approach is the 5-hour rule. This concept, popularized by successful leaders like Bill Gates and Oprah Winfrey, involves dedicating at least 1 hour each weekday to deliberate learning. That's 5 hours a week spent on reading, reflecting, or experimenting with new ideas. The beauty of the 5-hour rule is that it creates a structured yet flexible learning habit because you can divide your time between learning hard and soft skills, or even explore new areas of interest. The key is to be consistent. Set aside time in your calendar and treat it as a non negotiable appointment with yourself. Finally, never underestimate the power of staying curious and open minded. The most successful professionals are lifelong learners who seek out new experiences and perspectives. So be open to attending workshops, listening to thought leaders, or even exploring hobbies that could indirectly benefit your career. For example, if you're in a creative field, try out a new art form or studying a completely different industry, because that might spark fresh ideas. If you work in business, understanding the basics of psychology or cultural trends can give you a new lens to approach problems. Keep the momentum going. Consider creating a learning toolkit with your favorite resources. This could be a curated list of books, podcasts, online courses, even people you follow for inspiration. Because having easy access to these resources makes it more likely you'll stick to your learning. Skill development isn't a sprint. It's a lifelong marathon. By weaving learning into your daily life, you'll find it becomes second nature. The more you practice, experiment, and reflect, the more you'll grow, and the more opportunities you'll unlock. All right, so in this final section, we're going to pull everything together, and we're going to share some last thoughts on how to keep progressing even when life gets busy. We'll also discuss how to measure your progress and celebrate your wins. So stay with me. Okay, we've made it to the final section. Now that you have a solid understanding of how to identify and balance your skill development, let's talk about how to keep progressing, even when life gets hectic. Because let's face it, consistency can be challenging, especially with the demands of work and personal life. First, set milestones to track your progress. Breaking down your learning goals into smaller, achievable steps not only makes the process less daunting, but also gives you a sense of accomplishment along the way. For example, if your goal is to improve your public speaking skills, start by presenting to a small group, then work your way up to larger audiences. Tracking your progress also allows you to see how far you've come, which is incredibly motivating. So use a simple method like a checklist or a digital tracker or even a journal where you reflect on what you've learned each week. The key is to celebrate those wins, no matter how small they may seem. Next, consider finding an accountability partner. This could be a friend, a colleague, or even a mentor who checks in with you regularly to discuss your progress. Because sometimes knowing that someone else is invested in your growth can be the push you need to stay on track. For example, you and your accountability partner could meet once a month to review each other's goals and share what's been working. It's a great way to exchange ideas and to keep each other motivated. Plus, it makes the learning process more social and enjoyable. Remember, stay flexible and adapt as needed. Life happens, and sometimes your priorities will shift. If you find that a particular skill isn't as relevant as you thought, or if a new opportunity arises, don't be afraid to adjust your learning plan. The most important thing is to keep moving forward, even if your path looks different than you originally envisioned. Flexibility doesn't mean giving up, it means being smart and strategic with your time and energy. Sometimes pivoting your focus can lead to even greater opportunities that you didn't see coming. Finally, make it a habit to reflect and iterate. Every few months, take a step back to evaluate your skill development journey. What's working well? What needs to change? Reflection helps you learn from your experiences and refine your approach, making you more effective over time. Think of this as an ongoing cycle of improvement. Skill development is never truly done. There's always room to grow, evolve, and adapt to new challenges. The more you reflect and iterate, the more intentional your growth will become. Here's the big takeaway: developing both hard and soft skills is essential for long term career success. By being strategic, staying flexible, and celebrating your progress, you set yourself up for a fulfilling and dynamic professional journey. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could benefit from these tips. And if you want even more strategies to grow your career and develop your skills, be sure to sign up for my newsletter. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching today. Stay creative, take action, and make your mark out there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.